All right, this is Max Dadlift coming to you live from inside the shed. This is going to be a rough pilot of a video concept that I've been thinking about. This, heavily inspired by like the Yo Elliott series, where he would, you know, you've got strength questions, I've got answers. Where we just take questions from the audience and talk about them. I've given myself a 5 minute timer to rant. And today's first question that we're gonna take a look at is from sorry if I don't have the characters memorized. I'm trying my best. 0101 hyphen C5C. I got to tell you, I see you. I appreciate your frequent feedback. And the question that comes into us is, do you write your own programming? Do you follow a template, or do you have a coach do it for you? The answer is, since December, I have been doing my own programming. The entire Warpath. That was that was me planning it and adjusting it on the fly. Strong caveat there: it is heavily influenced. Anything I write is going to be heavily influenced from starting strength and practical programming. So starting strength, the Texas method, big sets. Big fan of sets of five, heavy weights, etc. That's really where I cut my teeth in the programs that have made the most impact on my lifting career. So yeah, that's where I'm, pulling influence from. And I got to admit, like going back to templates, like as I said during yesterday's session, that actually, okay, today's session. I'm taking this video 5 minutes after my lifting with Max video. Starting strength, the novice linear progression is kind of my go-to when I have nothing else. That's my default. I'll go back to what feels good. I'll ramp up 5 pounds a week linearly until it stops working. And I kind of like that after, running a program to kind of just do a check, like a reset. Gets me back into that progression mode. Usually it doesn't last more than 3 or 4 weeks, and then I have to do something different. There are programs that I've used in the past that I've been a fan of. I used to use resources like Black Iron Beast. Building the Monolith was one that was okay. It kept me busy. Very long workouts. It kept me busy for like 90 minutes, and I would be very sore afterwards. But I don't know that the strength gains were all there, and probably it was I was in the army, didn't want to get fat because I had to get height, weight, and pass a PT test, so I probably wasn't eating to support it. But that had a lot of the same 5-3-1 principles, along with some bodybuilding stuff. So they do like 100 shrugs after 5 sets of five. On squats, or 100 chin-ups on Monday, like that kind of stuff. And then Friday would be like a giant set of 20 for squats. So the goal was to make you big and strong, and I probably didn't eat to support that. I've also done like small love juniors. I can't do those anymore because now I'm lifting weights that's so heavy I just can't recover from it. And I really don't, man, unless you're on steroids or some freak, I don't know that small love is the right choice for you anyway. Most recently, I've been a fan of programs from Alexander Bromley. Most most specifically is the Bull Mastiff one. I ran Bull Mastiff for 12 weeks last year, and I that's what got me from like, am I going to hit 500 pounds during this workout, to being able to hit 560 confidently whenever I want. So I loved that program, especially the progression where like Monday's workout would be 3x5, but the final set is AMRAP. So anything you do over that five, you add 1% to next week's weight. And I kind of like that progression because it helps you self throttle. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, to answer your question, I did do my own programming. I don't recommend it for 95% of people because, uh, let's face it, the stuff's already been written that's going to get you where you're going to go. Especially if you're just starting out or a novice, there's great pre-written programs for you that you should probably do for the first 3 to 5 years of your lifting career, at least, to teach you the basics and just to get you to go through uh, a linear progression and see what a good program looks like. Once those stop working for you, because everything you do is going to have diminishing returns, you start tweaking those programs to address your specific weakness. That's where the introduction to doing your own programming starts to creep in. Is after you've been lifting that long, like you know what you suck at. Or at least you should if you have any level of self-awareness, right? So that's when you start tweaking the programs that you've already got working for you, and a lot of them have flexibility built in to do just that. And then as you get comfortable tweaking those programs and adjusting things, like give yourself a concrete goal, like 5-3-1. I modestly use that at the beginning, but I don't really know much about it. But like Texas method is fantastic. Please run it if you've got the time and you're a dedicated athlete and can recover from it. But Me personally, I've got a full-time job and 2 kids and a wife. Like, I don't have 90 minutes to be spending on 5x5 on squats, 5x5 on bench, and then deadlift it on Mondays, right? So I needed very specific goals. My squat and my bench are going to suffer as I drive my deadlift up. My program was written to address that. So this is kind of just unfiltered off the dome. I don't really have a script. I'm just answering questions. Let me know what you guys think of this format. Do you like it? Do you hate it? If you do like it, give me a thumbs up. Ask more questions because I need the material. But I appreciate you sticking with me. Once again, just let me know what you think. If this sucks and you hate it, let me know and I'll never do it again. Uh, well, I can't promise that. I might get bored and do it again. I do love the sound of my own voice. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic week and we'll catch you next time.